your forecast first. Sponsored by Natex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
We're cloudy overnight tonight, and we should stay that way for a majority of the day tomorrow. Temperatures falling into the 50s in some spots, while others remain in the 60s. 55 in Champaign, 55 also in Bloomington, 58 in Pontiac, and holding on to 62 in Springfield. In Pontiac, we have our Pontiac RV weather camera up on our roof for Doggone It. It's been cloudy for a majority of the day today, and it should stay cloudy overnight tonight. Now, in terms of what we expect later on in the forecast, we do expect there to be light winds overnight tonight out of the northeast, and we also are expecting a few more peaks of sunshine tomorrow compared to the past few days. Temperature is the big thing, though, for tomorrow. They're finally warmer back into the 70s where they should be. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
We take it very seriously, and we're honored to do it.
Nothing has stopped honor guards from performing their duties before, but that's changed because of COVID-19. Some restaurants and bars are getting ready to open next week, but others are wondering if they should even try. It's a welcome surprise for one woman, where a ring lost decades ago was found.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
We take it very serious, and we're angry that we're not allowed, to perform the final military tribute.
The COVID-19 pandemic has forced Operation Honor Guard in Vermilion County to cancel ceremonies that pay tribute to veterans who have died. Members have a mix of emotions as the tradition has been put on hold. Good evening, I'm Jessica Coons. The governor's executive order has limited public gatherings, making it impossible for the Honor Guard to perform ceremonies. That includes canceling the annual Memorial Day ceremony that was scheduled to happen on Monday. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen has the story.
Veterans who have served our country are given a final salute when they die.
We take it very seriously, and we're honored to do it.
Members of Operation Honor Guard stand at the ready to pay tribute to these men and women, but this tradition has been banned for the time being.
Well, this year we were unable to have any type of ceremony based on Governor Pritzker's orders.
Tom Morse with Operation Honor Guard says the cemeteries and funeral homes have put a stop to all public gatherings to follow the guidelines of the governor's executive order during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Because of those restrictions, we have been unable to do any funerals since March the 16th.
In that time, they haven't been able to attend about 70 funerals. One of them would have been for Bernie Llewellyn, a World War II veteran, a 50-year member of Danville's American Legion Post, and the oldest member of their honor guard, who died recently at 92 years old.
In all honesty, we're angry because we think that the veterans should be honored regardless.
In Vermilion County, nothing has stopped Operation Honor Guard from doing this in the past.
We have done funerals in pouring rain, in snowstorms, in below zero, and 100-degree temperatures. So this is completely unprecedented. And none of us really know how to act.
Because of the pandemic, they also can't host the Memorial Day ceremony that usually attracts more than 500 people to the Danville National Cemetery. But it isn't stopping the Georgetown American Legion from holding its Memorial Day ceremony.
We have to do this. They deserve it. All those veterans who lay in that cemetery deserve it. Every one of them. And that's our way of saying thanks.
Post Commander Ron Torbett says they will be following social distancing guidelines and gathering at the Georgetown Cemetery at 11 a.m. on Monday. Reporting, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Even though ceremonies have been canceled, members of Danville Legion Post 210 put up 4,000 flags on the grave sites at cemeteries across Vermilion County to pay respect. Now for an update from 6, Illinois is poised to expand the vote-by-mail program and make this November's election a state holiday. The House approved a plan to send ballot applications to everyone who has voted since November 2018. House Republicans warned the curbside ballot boxes used to collect the votes could be vulnerable to manipulation or fraud.
Republicans, generally speaking, have been in favor of suppressing the vote all across the nation. They think it's bad for them if more people vote. I think everybody has the right to vote.
And I'm going to go as far as to say that this legislation is nothing more than a partisan power play.
Supporters say mailing in your ballot can help people take part in the process from a safe distance. Governor Pritzker's executive powers face another legal challenge tomorrow. House Republican Darren Bailey's lawyer Tom DeVore is filing a second lawsuit in Clay County. This time, he's representing an Iraq War veteran who owns a tanning salon in Louisville. In court documents, he argues the governor's executive powers expired after 30 days and that the Department of Public Health did not meet the burden of proof required by law to shut down his business. The court hearing is set for tomorrow afternoon. Next week, restaurants and bars are allowed to reopen for outdoor seating, but some owners aren't sure if it'll be worth it. We talked to U of I Campus Town Bar Cams. They're still waiting for what the outdoor seating requirements will be. The general manager there says they can't make a decision until then.
Everything has costs associated with it. You know, we want to give our staff the opportunity to make some money. We want to give, our customers the opportunity to come back in. But if it's going to end up costing us more money to be open than what we're able to generate from, the amount of customers we can have inside at once, then we're really going to have to weigh those options.
We also talked to Esquire in downtown Champaign. They're concerned they don't have enough space for safe outdoor seating. The manager says they've asked the city to shut down Walnut Street to help, but city leaders say they don't plan to close any major streets. New at 10, a restaurant in Hoopiston is going the extra mile to make outdoor seating an option. 112 Wine and Coffee Shop had its grand opening on March 8th. A week later, they had to shut down because of COVID-19 restrictions. It was a disappointment for the new business, but now that outdoor seating will be allowed, the owners decided to start laying down a cement patio space in their parking lot, and soon their customers will have a new place to order wine, coffee, and food.
We could have some people sitting outside and dining. It was a plan that we had eventually that we wanted to do, but we decided to go with it right away now. So there was some urgency there. So yeah, so my husband and his construction crew got together this morning and started it, and here it is.
The owners say they plan to open up outdoor seating as soon as possible, but they're also still waiting for more specific guidelines from the state on how to operate. Salon owners are also trying to figure out how things will look when they reopen. We spoke to the owner of Something You in Champaign. She says she doesn't know yet what the new requirements will be exactly, but she's preparing for anything that includes more sanitizing and cleaning and rearranging schedules to keep people spaced out.
We will probably end up opening at 6:30 in the morning and closing at 10:30 at night, just to ensure that every single one of my staff is able to make the same amount of money that they were making. The business is able to sustain itself as well.
She says the salon has 1,000 appointments that need rescheduled. The Champaign-Urbana Public Health District is reporting another 4 cases of coronavirus at Rantoul Foods. That makes 87 employees that have tested positive there. There are almost 2,300 new cases in the state, bringing the total to well over 102,000. 87 more people have died. Illinois has had more than 4,600 deaths. In other news, a Rantoul man is dead after a shooting in Champaign. It happened overnight at Gramercy Park Apartments. Police say 25-year-old James Coleman was shot in an apartment there. They say a group of people was inside when someone opened fire. Police are asking anyone with information to come forward. Danville police also need tips after 2 teenagers were shot in the leg. This happened last night on Fairchild and Fowler. Police say a car drove up and shot at a group. A 16 and 17-year-old were taken to the hospital. We have an update on a Champaign house fire from earlier this month. The coroner released the name of a man who died. 72-year-old Willie Ellis died at the hospital on May 13th, 5 days after being rescued from the home on Brookhaven Drive. He was one of 3 people home at the time. The fire is still being investigated. And a man from St. Joe was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison. Nathan Ingold shared child porn. An Urbana police sergeant found it during an undercover investigation. Ingold admitted to police he downloaded pictures of girls to his phone and then shared them. Several events have already been canceled this year. What else has been added to that list? Plus, Phase 3 means more places are opening up where you can soon go. And 2 athletes weren't expecting to spend spring training back home, how they're still keeping in shape.